I'm adding 12 additional strategies to the portfolio calculator, and this will be included in the all strategy access. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to be able to trade or have access to the liquid day trade portfolio that was introduced last year. We kind of put that on the shelf, and these are some of the strategies that I'm adding so that we can look at the latest research. It's this list of strategies right here. SR Counter Trend 2M V2 for gold, silver, and crude oil and natural gas on 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute charts. They use all the same parameters, and the reports we're about to look at use slippage and commission. So we're going to look at each of these reports, and then we're going to look at the portfolio calculator so you can see the liquid day trade portfolio. And if you have the all strategy access, you'll be getting this workspace. You already have the ELD. For this strategy, I'm going to send you this workspace setup. They all have the same inputs. All these have the same inputs as the ES and the NQ, and they all include slippage and commission of $12.50 or $25 round turn, $12.50 per side per contract. And the new ELD will include the output indicator at the bottom, and you'll get I'll have the updated spreadsheet for today later as well after the market closes. We'll be looking at the spreadsheet that I have through the 6th, a couple of days old, and then we'll look at the latest today. And then, so let's look at the individual performance reports here. There's gold 1 minute on this strategy. There's gold 5 minute. I like how this had such a slight pullback. The mode of the market was really different from for the past couple of years. The type of waves that the market traded in, but it's making a comeback on these SR counter trend strategies. And you see that today, 3 winners in a row on the 5 minute, there's 4 winners in a row on the screen here on the 15 minute. So they're very correlated. These are all very correlated. The higher the time frame, the less they trade. So, for example, the 15-minute chart trades less. With slippage and commission, you have a profit factor of 2. That's about as good as it gets. It's low frequency, 172 trades since 2006. Low drawdown, 25.40. And again, this is with slippage and commission. It's at an equity peak here. Here's the 5 minute moving towards an equity peak, and the 1 minute at an equity peak. So gold is one of the favorite setups to trade this. And here is silver, a little more volatile in the equity curve. That's the 1 minute. Here is the 5 minute. 5 minute trades less frequently, and you see these normal pullbacks here. And let's take a look. 52.85. Again, these are always slippage and commission. And let's see. Here it is, moving back towards equity peaks on the 15 minute. And 137.86 even after $25 round turn slippage and commission. So let's look at crude oil. Here's crude oil 1 minute. It's updating here, 19.195. No trade showing on the screen. Here's the equity curve, a little choppy. Here is the 5 minute version. Here is the 15 minute version. The strength of this is they're using all the same parameters. All these have the same exact parameters. They're very general, basic parameters, and it's also the same parameters that are being used on the E-mini S&P, on the E-mini NASDAQ, and the current setups that we have. And so here is natural gas 1 minute. Here is natural gas 5 minute. It's a nice natural gas strategy if you like to trade natural gas. And low drawdown. And these are all day trade strategies as well, so no holding positions overnight or over the weekend. And the 15 minute trades very, very infrequently, so a very low total net profit. So those are all the new setups from these, and I'm going to be sending those out to you. The workspace and then the ELD for the indicators. You already have the strategy on your side, so you'll be getting that. Now let's take a look at it in the portfolio calculator through Monday, January the 6th. And so here is the portfolio calculator. You see through Monday, January the 6th, it's at a 970 drawdown. The total profit is $26.65. This is for the 200K portfolio. Now let's take a look at the liquid day trade portfolio. It has less strategies, has a higher drawdown. Let's look at it for the month. You can see these strategies being added here in that list. For the month, it's up 35, 36, 25. and it's at an equity peak through the 6th. And so one of the things I want to do is when you have the all strategy access, you have to have the all strategy access to trade the 200K portfolio, and you have to have the all strategy access to trade the liquid day trade portfolio. But you could also trade the stock index portfolio if you wanted. You don't have to have the all strategy access to trade the stock index portfolio, but if you have the all strategy access, you can trade any of these portfolios in this list, because all the strategies here include, there's 74 algos that you have in 5 different workspaces, and so you can also customize this. So one of the customizations that I'm looking at is you think about, well, what happens if I trade all the strategies? Well, you can test it, you can customize it. So let's go to the 200K portfolio, and we really like this number right here. Total profit over drawdown 84.21. The max drawdown is 21.453. What happens if we add these strategies right here, add these 12? So how do we do that? We could just add them. Let's just copy. This is kind of the matrix over to the right. So if you add this in the column for the 200K portfolio, this is one way to customize it, but make sure you keep it straight if you change too many things. So it's at an equity peak as of Monday. The max drawdown is only 3,000 more, and you boost this by almost 1,000%, which goes from 8,400% to 9,400% range. And so it's a nice boost in the total profit over drawdown. And the drawdown is just the liquid day trade had 39K, because it's only day trade, so you don't have as much diversity if you just day trade. But if you look at this, I love how fast all these drawdowns recover. I mean, that's really fast. So the wider these drawdowns can be, this is a pretty wide drawdown still. Some of these you still have to be patient. It's nothing in trading is perfect. You have to sit through things, and you're going to go through drawdowns, $20,000-$25,000 drawdowns in this portfolio setup, and so you need $200,000 to trade this comfortably or more, based on your risk profile. And so we could probably boost this number even more if we change the ratio of contracts in the stock indexes. It would require more capital to do that. So that is what we're looking at for the latest portfolio calculator. You'll be getting these the spreadsheet if you have the All Strategy Access. We're also going to do a webinar coming up for the All Strategy Access. Here it is, 2 weeks from yesterday. We will have the webinar at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go through any questions you have. Go through the basic outline and structure and rationale for putting this together. You can. It'll also be up on our website. If you want this strategy sooner, if you like what you see, you can also contact us and get started. You don't have to wait for the webinar to get started, but we will explain it in detail. Matter of fact, if you go ahead and get started first and then have the webinar, it'll make a lot more sense. You'll already have your hands on it, and so that is the opportunity that you have for having access to all these strategies. And so during your subscription, you get all the strategies in the portfolio calculator. So if we come up with a new strategy, we put it in the calculator. If you have the option to trade any combination of portfolio that we show you, you get any of the strategy updates, you get any of the portfolio updates and options, you get all those. So that's what you get in the All Strategy Access. So let me know if you have any questions, and you can sign up here. I'll have the link below this video.